Hey fam, welcome to another episode of The Doors That We've Opened. I'm Blake McKay. I'm joined with my beautiful wife,
Bethany McKay.
And together we make up the McKay Group real estate team. This show is about faith, family, real estate, and lifestyle in the Middle Tennessee area. We hope that it encourages, inspires, and maybe motivates you in some way to do awesome things with your life. If you want to follow us a little bit closer, we're on Instagram at Nashville Top Realtor. We also have a really cool show out called Nashville Next Door. And if you do a keyword search on your streaming platforms for American Dream TV Network, you can see us there. If you need any help with social media, whatever the case may be, photography, videography, or studio sessions like this one, make sure you check out Clutch Socials and City Limit Studio. Thanks to Mitch and Hope for all of your help.
So come along with us on this episode of The Doors We've Opened.
If we look kind of ragged.
Oh, that's nasty.
I told you it was really sweet. We had Mitch
Monster.
provided some delicious Irish cream.
Now, if that had alcohol in it,
Monster.
it might be a little bit better.
Yeah. It does make you want the booze. So backstory, we're coming to you today. At the time of filming this, we've had a couple kids that have been up at night with some messy sickness, we'll put it that way. And it's been a little while since we've had to deal with violent illness and stuff. Yeah. So we're just like, oh, what is this? Being up in the middle of the night. Like, what day is it? What time is it? But we are happy to be talking with you. And I'm sure you can relate to some of that pattern interruption and trying to get your feet underneath you. Today, we are kind of filling you in on some of the cool stuff, some other cool stuff that's happening behind the scenes, some things that we've touched on and that we're building right now. And this conversation kind of revolves around the idea of what is excellence, what is excellence in service, what is excellence in work, and what are the things that that are excellent, look excellent. How do you know when someone is being excellent? And where it's showing up for us and where we're asking that is the different things that we're building right now. We are building hopefully a successful TV show, Nashville Next Door. We are building the URESI education and investment platform for residential investments. That's something that we are very passionate about as real estate agents. We are investors ourselves. We help investors. We have skill. We have expertise in helping everyday Americans build wealth, generational wealth through residential investment. And that information is for you. That information is for the agents that we work around. And we really think that agents have a leg up in this style of investing because of their knowledge and expertise when it comes to real estate transactions. We are building a real estate team. We're
never been done before.
We are harnessing the power of social media, years of experience in successful negotiations, and a flat fee model, so that we can build a value presentation, a value proposition that makes sense for these agents. Because if you know a good agent, if you know even like a struggling agent, as soon as they make the decision to be a part of a team, it's got to be worth it. Mm-hmm. Like that commission that you get, there's plenty and tons of examples where real estate agents live a lavish lifestyle and show off their income because of these commissions. But the fact of the matter is, many times commissions are few and far between. And so
you don't make as much money as you.
Yeah, and so when an average agent or a regular agent gets this commission, like they did it. They landed the listing. They landed the buyer. They got the contract accepted, and it's come to the closing table, and it's time to get paid. Like, you need that commission because you don't know when the next one's going to be sometimes. And our desire is to build something of worth that is so helpful to you as the agent that it's like, yeah, well, yeah. So I have to be a part of that. And then the other thing that we're building is our family.
And a software company.
A software company too. Yeah. 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 You can touch on that one a little bit.
Well, I can't yet.
Okay.
Because.
Stay tuned.
Yes. It's going to be super exciting.
It's going to be really cool. I'm excited about that.
Hopefully December I'll be able to talk about it.
Yeah. I think everybody's going to want it, honestly.
Yeah.
And it solves a lot of problems that we deal with right now.
Not just for us as agents, but our clients too.
Well, that's what as homeowners is the direction that I was going in.
Yeah.
It's like, how do I get this done? And anyway, that's
so
a little peek. That's just a little. You don't even get a taste. You get a little sniff of something to come. It has to do with being a homeowner.
Yes.
And we're building our family. We got our kiddos are they're currently ill, but yesterday I got to say, someone said, how are you doing? How's the family? And I was like, we're good. We're healing. And if you know our stories, we go through injuries and then we recover. And so we were on the up end of the recovery season in our lives until we had some messy sickness stuff, but that's okay.
That's just part of life.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we're doing all this while also trying to build 4 businesses. And it's beautiful. Let me just start out with that. It is honestly beautiful, and I get really excited when I get to talk about it because it does help me like process it a little bit more. Because there's days when I look back and I'm like, am I really that busy? And then I like start looking at everything that I'm doing and I'm like, yeah, Bethany, you are that busy. Mm-hmm. But there's purpose behind how all 4 of these businesses blend together and they all kind of move together. But something that I've been thinking about this week, and I don't know why it just kind of hit me this week, but it's like a new stage. Maybe you mature or you go through enough life and then you get to a point, and I'm building so much right now, and I'm definitely a visionary. But this side of things, like I came to you the other day and I was kind of in tears and I was like, it's actually pretty lonely. And like, this is the truth that I feel like a lot of entrepreneurs or business owners or CEOs or whatever, like, I don't know, it's not as much talked about. And so I kind of just wanted to open up that conversation of the loneliness and also like the misunderstanding of it. Because looking from the outside in, I mean, I have some people that come to me and say, you're doing too much. Why are you doing this? You know, they just don't understand like the season. And so I don't know. I just wanted to have like an open, honest conversation about that side of things together.
Yep.
And maybe it can help and be useful to some people because like on Instagram and on the socials, you really only see the highlight reels, or you see successful people and you're like, oh man, I want to be like that, or I want to do that. But you don't realize the hours, the intensity, the waking up at 2 a.m., the building process. Like, you don't get to just be at this level and start there. You have to build it.
So if I was to put my therapist hat on and I asked you a question, like, how would you describe the loneliness that you feel right now? When you say you feel lonely, how does that show up? What makes you feel alone?
I think it shows up like, thank God I have you, but like, you trust my vision now. I think it shows up when I feel like nobody else sees the vision yet, and you're still building it out without knowing if it's even going to work, and you don't even know how to talk about it sometimes because you're like, one, you might be insecure. Two, it hasn't come into fruition yet. So you're like, I don't even know if I can talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
And you're just working in it. You're just so focused on building out SOPs and scaling and putting the right systems and processes and people in place and casting vision continuously without,
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it absolutely does. And the lack of people that have gone before you in these different segments, like our sphere does not include many tech startup people, like at the level that we're planning on going in. Our sphere does not talk. We don't talk with, hang out with, or have connection to many long operating successful real estate teams. We don't have a bunch of people that said, I started this movement, this training and education program that took off however many years ago, and here's the steps X, Y, and Z
On this level.
on this level. So as far as the uniqueness of our circumstance and what we're trying to do, yeah, it's the relative amount of inspiration that we receive from other people, and we're just kind of supplementing or changing the flavor of, or doing it better or doing it with a twist. We're doing something pretty new. All of these things matter because all of them fill a certain gap in what we see in our day-to-day lives.
Yeah.
So that's what's worth pursuing. So that's the biggest thing when I think of the loneliness thing, is like, I may not be the only one who's done this, but I feel as though that I am, and I just don't know who these people are that have gone before me that have experienced something similar to this.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of like, who do I talk to when I have an issue? Well, there's nobody. There's God, there's me, and then there's what my reasonable intuition tells me to do in this situation.
Yeah. I mean, we seek out wise counsel all the time.
Right. There's some
There's
crossover.
Yeah. I mean, there's some crossover, but like the day in and the day out build out of it all.
Yeah.
That's like the hardest part.
Yeah. And I always think of farming examples when it comes to business building. And we watched the show, check it out if you haven't, Clarkson's Farm. Great show. And it just kind of shows the messiness of farming in a real lens. And I say real lens because it's not
things break.
Everything
falls apart.
Plans don't happen. Weather happens a lot. But one thing that happened in this past season was they were talking about the loneliness of being on the tractor. Like,
forgot about that.
Yeah, when you're talking to a farmer, he's going to talk about the 8 hours that he spent plowing a field,
listening to his own thoughts.
Yeah. Or the 16-hour days that he put in harvesting and stuff, and that is a long time to be alone. But to show how even when we ask for advice, the loneliness still shows up. Like when we would ask advice for if we're farming, a successful farmer is like, hey, what do we do to get this crop to happen? He's going to give you steps X, Y, and Z. And now it's our job to do it. And so in the doing it, we are pretty much by ourselves.
Right. You're still having
implementing
to execute.
it. Yeah. So it's not even what I said about like, hey, there's not really anybody here. When we meet successful people, we brainstorm with them. We talked about these ideas and say, hey, does this make sense to us? Does this make sense to you? And we'll get feedback on it, but it's in the doing that we're focusing on the task. And
But we've been here before.
Uh-huh.
But every time it's like another level up.
Yeah.
And so, I don't know, to get to that next level, I think that's why like people who are ex-athletes do pretty well in life, work ethic wise, because of the mental toughness part. Like, because I feel like it's a lot of mental toughness, and to get through it, to keep casting vision, to keep showing up, even when it's mundane and little and small, but super important, or whatever the case may be. Just being able to keep going and keep showing up. I do think that is one of our superpowers, though. And why we have been, one of the reasons why we've been successful is because we just, even though it's hard and it is lonely, we keep choosing to do the darn thing.
Yep. And one of the things that I've recognized that has helped me when it comes to talking about this issue is sometimes I only want to ever talk about work. Sometimes I only ever want to talk numbers, talk expectation, find the next deal, and I'm excited and I'm passionate about that. And if we're not talking about real estate, I really don't want to talk about anything else. And then other times I'm like, I have been so heavily invested in numbers and expectation and future performance, etc., that I would rather talk about absolutely anything else but this,
or not talk at all,
or not talk at all. But so
please don't talk.
So
to me right
checking in with friends that have no benefit to my business at all is fulfilling. Seeing how they're doing, kind of that touching grass of like I have grounding, because I am so focused on this aspect of my world. I need to see what's going on in everybody else's world, and see and kind of get the focus off of myself. Do something good for somebody else, encourage someone else, say a kind word to someone else, and
bring you back down to earth.
And that act of getting the focus off of myself helps bring me down. Worship, glorifying the name of God, bringing honor and praise to God is another. It's probably the fastest way of grounding, because when you're worshiping the King of the universe, then you recognize that you're just small, and
so small.
And that attitude of humbleness, humility, helps me say, Lord, I really just want to, like I said, I want to do something excellent. I want to do something that brings glory to your name. I want to do these things so that you receive honor and praise and they benefit other people. They help your creation. But more than anything, with my own voice, let me glorify you.
Amen.
And so those kind of things help me whenever I'm feeling a little bit secluded, for sure.
Yeah.
Yep. But yeah, I've been touching on excellence, and this might be something a little bit too broad in light of our topic, but can we segue into what excellence means to you?
I think that if you would have asked me that question 5-10 years ago, I would say excellence looked like something. It looked like being at the top of your game, being the best, being the highest. But now, when I think of excellence, I just think like the two words that come to mind are character and integrity. And just doing the right thing and giving God the glory and stewarding well what it is that he's given you, and blessing others. That looks more like excellence to me than just me being at the top of my game.
Being better than everybody else. Yeah. I
don't know. What would you say?
Yeah. That's my my knee-jerk reaction is to say, well, if it's a comparison thing, your work is better than somebody else's, and I think that's still pretty valid.
Yeah.
Because we do get to say things like, hey, an average real estate agent has done 1 to 2 transactions in the past 12 months, and we've done 120.
Well, that brings credibility there,
right? It does bring credibility, and I think that.
But it's not just about the number.
It's not, because the number is a reflection of how we do what we do. So when you do these things, you get to do you get to have this kind of performance. And and I think of the judgment factor when it comes to excellence. When I think of someone gets to decide this is better than whatever. And because of the comparison game. And I think that still rings true, and what you said also rings true, because of the world in which we live in, the things that you said, like integrity and character and caring for others, it does seem like those qualities are increasingly rare. And so when they're displayed in such a way that they're visible to all, it does separate you from the rest of professionals, the rest of the flock, the rest of people in the world. When you're
a kind human.
Yeah, when your motivation is to do right by others, and to do it well, that is the simplest way of achieving excellence in any given way.
Yeah, and I think work ethic is a big one in there. If I'm thankful for anything for my childhood other than being introduced to Jesus, I would say, like, work ethic is huge and something I want to instill in my children. Not to the point where they can kill themselves like I can do. But the value in more of what I'm talking about as far as God giving you something, like visions that he's given me, ideas, and stewarding those well. And yeah, I don't know. It's kind of, we say a lot about quite a lot of things. It's both and. Like, I think it's both and as far as the excellence piece that you were talking about.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just wanted to be open, raw, and real as far as the side of, you can look at our podcast, you can look at what we're doing with the TV show, you can look at what we're doing in real estate and on Instagram. And though sometimes we make it look easy, in the day-to-day, it's not. I saw a reel recently that it was like, when you see entrepreneurs sitting on the beach at 11 a.m. just drinking mimosas every day, like, well, who knows if that's even real, first of all. Secondly, if you've been an entrepreneur and you've built a business, you didn't start there. Like, you didn't see the text messages at my sister's wedding. You didn't see the wake-up calls at 12 a.m., getting on your computer and doing something. You didn't see the mini family vacations of having to take one more call, And so, I feel like social media and all of that can really make it look like so easy, but not many people talk about the behind the scenes and the lonely part of building something. So I just wanted to be open and honest about that today.
Yeah. And when we acknowledge these things, it kind of gives you a little bit more headspace back, and we're like, okay, I'm feeling this way. I've named it. And then you decide
what you get to do with it.
You get to decide what to do with it. And I think the hard thing that we do But the good and necessary thing that we do is recognizing that this is part of the process, that nothing's broken.
Right.
I'm not going to change my course of action.
Yeah.
I'm going to accept this season because I need a finished product, and I can't get to the finished product without going through this season. So I feel uncomfortable. I don't like it.
It's a little messy.
But I'm not going to stop.
Yeah.
Because I don't think that there's any other alternative where you get to say, because I don't feel good, I'm going to change all of my plans until I feel good. That's not acceptable, right? Like, we can't seek that comfort without abandoning the goals. Does that ring true? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
You want to land the plane?
Yeah. So if you are going through a difficult time, I encourage you more than anything to talk to someone that you trust and hold dear, and explore these feelings and these thoughts that you're constantly experiencing, and decide for yourself is like, 1, is this normal? 2, do I need to change? And 3, can I do something a little bit better for myself for those mental health days or hours or breaks? And I recommend that you use my blueprint, which is to check in with somebody that has nothing to do with the situation that you're in. This isn't a venting call. This isn't a let me tell you about my problems. I just need it. You can have that with your trusted people, the people that are closest to you, but someone who's outside of your normal sphere, check in with them, see how they're doing, give a kind word of encouragement. And if you do follow Jesus Christ, make sure that you are spending time in worship and praise and glorifying Him. Let Him make you feel small and your problem's not so big. And if you don't follow Jesus, please consider it. And I look forward to the day when everybody says that Jesus is Lord.
So thank you for listening to today's episode on The Doors We've Opened. We hope that it was a blessing and an encouragement, and we hope that by telling our stories, you can learn from it and it can be an inspiration for you.